对不对？没错呀。现在这样子是吧？现在网上买，都买的网上有，衣服也是，现在就在需要，在这里哈，美国人。
Time to get this workout on, bro. It's been a couple of days since I worked out, man. First, we gotta get a pick-me-up, which is Rockstar. Yeah, feel me? You know. Rockstar, Rockstar. Party like a rock star. Whew, my Lord. Man. So, man, let's go inside the store real quick. It smell like hot dogs in this motherfucker. That smells good. I am over here by 7-Eleven. What's up, boss?
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Yeah, man. So women, they have a certain type of respect for like men who got the bag, because they know men went through a whole lot just to become successful and rich and famous with status and stuff like that. Man, you went through a whole lot, you know. So you're definitely well respected, man. You know, you get this type of respect from me. You don't get disrespected, you get respected. You only get disrespected when you haven't achieved anything. That's when the disrespect comes in. You know? Why you think all the, what they call it, the broken, dusty words come in? You feel me? What's up with it, Rob? What's up with it, Jamie? Still kind of up under the weather. But, you know, that's why they got the words broke, dusty, loser. When a guy who hasn't accomplished anything, they call them all them words and then some. they call you all them words and then some. That's how it's important for you to be chasing this bag every single day. Let these bras know you ain't no broke loser, man. You feel me? He said, eat the rock star from the bag. Eat the rock star from the bag. you know, you know, they got a respect for you. You think if I hit my jackpot, my next jackpot, and it's up in the millions, you think I'll be getting disrespected or getting dissed if I came back around here to this area? You feel what I'm saying? Hell no. They would have some type of respect for me, man. You know what I'm saying? They're all in your face and they cheesing. You know, if they know you got money, everything that you would say would be funny as fuck, bro. They'll laugh at your jokes and shit, even though it's not funny. You know, they'll be in your face. They'll be more compliant or whatever. You know. They'll cooperate a lot more. You know. They won't be so, oh, he's such a loser. Oh, he's a loser. I remember just recently, bro, I just watched this incel cartoon, bro. That shit was hella funny to me, man. And You know, um, it was called good-looking guys versus unattractive guys or whatever, right? Attractive guys versus unattractive guys. And then, so the scenario starts at high school and shit. Then, Chad walks up to a group of people, two dudes, two girls, and he walks up to him and says, "Hey, I'm new here. Do you know what classroom is so and so? Or can you give me the directions?" And because he was Chad, one of the girls spoke out, "I like your outfit. Yeah. The classroom was right down that hallway. We're walking there. You can walk with us." Oh shit. Sorry. Yeah. You know. You know. You could walk with us and shit. So the girls got by his side and they all walked to the class together or whatever. And then there was this guy who was unattractive. When he showed up to the same group of people that asked for directions, one of the girls looked down and said, "Who is that?" And the other girl was like, "I don't know, some guy." And then I guess like one of the guys said, "No, classroom B or A is that way." And then he started walking that way. And then the other guy said, "No, man, what you talking about? Classroom B is the other way." And the other guy was like, "Whatever." They all started laughing at him and he got mad. And that's true, bro. Like women treat men with accomplishments, good looking and stuff like that really good. Like, even if you're a sub-5 guy that's in Hollywood, you still don't get respected because of your money and your status. Like Tyrese is definitely sub-5. But do women treat him badly? No. When he shows up in public, when he goes into like restaurants and stuff, women know who he is. They treat him with respect, bro. "Oh, that's Tyrese. Oh girl, that's Tyrese. Get the makeup out. Is my makeup okay? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back." They fucking like worship celebrities, bro. They seen Fast and the Furious and shit so many times. They want to be associated with that character in the movie, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like Chad and Tyrone, bro. These guys are celebrities within themselves. They don't need no money. They don't need status to attract women. But women treat them with respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now they don't have the bag. A lot of them don't have the bag, but they get treated with respect. And you're not looked at as a loser. You see, society, that bitch, all she had to do was go around. You don't have to honk at me. Fuck out of here, bitch. It's a parking lot. You go around. You see me standing right here, go around, bitch. There's plenty of room to go around. Stupid ass bitch. Fucking females, man. They think they own the road and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they see you as a loser or broke and dusty, man. Some of them might have pity on you. And if they're attracted to you, they'll sleep with you. But they're not gonna respect you, bro. My last girlfriend, man, she didn't respect me, bro. Yeah, she was physically attracted to me. But did she respect me? No. Because when it came to like calling the shots in the household, I was not even a part of that. You feel what I'm saying? Women don't respect dudes who don't have accomplishments, especially if you're like average or even worse, below average looking without accomplishments. Accomplishments, I mean, it's like night and day, bro. You just ignore it, bro. And nobody wants to hang out with you. If you're sub-5, you don't attract any women. I remember I used to hang out with my homeboy Theo. Now, was Theo automatically sub 5? No. He was a smart, average dude, around in his 40s. You know, at the time I was 25, he was in his 40s and shit. And he was struggling trying to get a woman, man, all the time, especially black women. Black women wouldn't give him, I mean, shit. Black women wouldn't give him the time of day. So he started dating non-black women and women from other countries who didn't have all them high-ass standards and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he just wasn't respected because he lived inside a small-ass apartment, very small. He lived right next door to me. And he was over 40. You know what I'm saying? He was bald-headed. He was kind of like short, bald guy, bro. But I think Theo was a little bit taller. I think he was like 5'6" or something. And he couldn't get a black woman if his life depended on it. I mean, he chased black women with big old booties and that were tall, and he kept on getting disgusted and disgusted, bro. All kinds of rejection, man. You know, but the women didn't respect him, bro. He had zero accomplishments. He ain't got nothing. He ain't got no money. But when you got money, you just, you know, when you got the bag, bro, it's like you are worshipped. Okay? You know, they worship men with the bag, bro. You feel what I'm saying? All that bad treatment, that shit'll be a thing of the past. Once you get the bag, if I went, hit a jackpot, and them females knew that I hit the jackpot in Starbucks, the women behind the counter, they saw my face on TV somewhere holding a bag of money, you know, or holding a big ass check with my name on it. Probably not even like not that much, maybe like a few million or something. If I went back to that Starbucks in a nice clothes, fitted, you know, got the fucking BWO or Mercedes outside, all of a sudden I would walk in there, bro, I would be a celebrity. Oh, how you doing? Oh, we haven't seen you in a long time, yeah. They probably won't mention that they saw me on TV holding that big ass check. But they would treat me differently. All of a sudden, a lot of them females would see me as visible. I'll be a visible man. You feel what I'm saying? To them females, some of them females in there, I'm invisible, bro. I ain't gonna lie. To some of the females in Starbucks, I'm invisible. They don't see me like that. You feel me? You know? They don't see me. And I'm not really interested in all of them anyway, man. A lot of females ain't my type. And I'm not their type either. It's kind of like a mutual thing. Where like, I'm not really attracted to her. She's not really attracted to me. So, you know, it's mutual. You know? And she ain't got much booty and ass that I like. You know? She got a fat face. You know, which I really don't like. I don't like females with fat faces. You know, but I still would probably bang her or something like that. But I'm not that, you know, I'm not that attracted to it. She don't have the tools that I like. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not really losing anything. But if I walk back up in there, bro, with the bag in hand, you know, like anytime, you know, I would get treated so good. Matter of fact, they probably let me have some food on the house. Or some coffee on the house or something. I don't drink coffee and shit. But they probably might wave my bagel or something. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got the bag, you feel me? You know. My teeth was on gleam. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Got nice shoes on. You know what I'm saying? Just looking really presentable and shit. And they seen it happen on TV. That's all my face. So all of a sudden, I would sit down. I'll be having a bagel or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a seltzer soda, a flavored free soda or something. And I would get approached. Female walk up to me like, "Oh, so how you been doing? I haven't seen you in so long." I'm like, "God damn, this bitch never really like walked up to me like this before when I was broke, dusty." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, "Okay, this is weird." For real, I'd be like, "Okay, I never seen you stop and talk to me for a full 5 minutes before." You know what I'm saying? These women, they see a bag, bro, and they see a lifestyle that they always like to have. Like every woman wants a man with a bag, bro. All of them, but not all women gonna get a man with a bag in their lifetime. Okay, too average looking. They don't got enough curves in the right spots. You know what I'm saying? They're genetically inferior to like top tier females. So no, they'll never get like a man with a lot of money. Not even she has a nice big ass or nothing like that. Just men with the bag are a scarce thing, bro. It's like rare. These guys are rare. You know, like I said, count how many like $500,000 cars in your neighborhood. There's only a few of those around here, bro. Only a few Lambos. Only a few McLarens, bro. Only a few. These men are rare. That's why a lot of females have a hard time getting a rich man. Just like us men have a hard time and basically impossible without money to get a top tier female, they struggle to get top tier men, and it's too competitive. You know. But a lot of women are stupid though, man. They don't know how to spot potential. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, this guy done blown up, and he was right there in front of you inside the cafe every single day. You know, counting his lotto tickets, you know, turning his lotto tickets every single day, and he blew up, and then boom, you missed that boat. You could have approached him while he was broke. But they don't think like that. Women, they want everything to be laid out, ready to go. You feel me? You know, laid out and ready to go. You know, they don't want to help with the process. They want you to be ready to go, already rich. You know, they don't want no potential. They can care less about your potential. To them, in their mind, fuck a potential. I want to see the bag right now. They can care less about your potential. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I would ignore them too. I wouldn't say much back to them, man. I wouldn't give them a chance, man. These women are just average women that I would probably be interested in or whatever. I like to have sex with them now. But I know for a fact that once I get the bag, my standards are going to go up. I'm going to be wanting tall, women with nice butts, you know what I'm saying, and top tier, maybe like a 8 in the face, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to want something like almost like a model, man. For all my hard work and dedication and discipline that I put into my shit. You think I'm gonna be out here dating average women after I went through loneliness, homelessness, discipline for 5-6 years? You know, I didn't have a life really. I didn't really party, you know, you feel me? All I did was focus on the bag, and I'm like, nah, where my reward at? Once I get the bag, I'm like, where my reward? Where the Keishas and the Chung Lees and stuff, and the, you know, where's the Stacy's? You know, give me the top tier, the top stuff. I deserve the top stuff after the years of hustling. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with it? You're too short, yeah. Like a Kim K. Yeah, Kim K is good. Yeah, she is short. She like what, 5'4" or 5'3", something like that. Yeah, that's pretty short. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the tall stuff, bro. She got to be at least 5'7", and I'm gonna have all these standards, man. When you got the bag, you can afford to have standards. Because you're going to have options. And when you got options, you can afford to have standards. And you can bring them up high, too. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty about having the bag, bro. It's like, you know, you get treated a lot better as a man when you got the bag, bro. There's that wall of respect. You feel what I'm saying? That's there. You know what I'm saying? You get good treatment. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, if Tyrese was broke, man, he would be an incel. And women wouldn't give him the time of day, bro. He would be out here struggling. But since he dedicated himself to his craft and dedicated himself to like acting. I mean, he was a music guy first, you know what I'm saying? And then he got into acting and stuff like that, man. He'll be a walking nobody if he didn't have that money and that status, bro. Like, he would be struggling to get laid. Matter of fact, he'll be struggling harder than me. You feel what I'm saying? And I think I'm better looking than Tyrese. So it's like, okay, well, you know, but since he worked hard, he stayed acting and got the bag, women gonna treat him very well. He gets treated very well. He don't get disrespected in this household or nothing. He called the shots. The motherfucker got a Starbucks in his backyard, man. You know what I'm saying? Who fucking has that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Who has that? Who has a Starbucks in their backyard? And straight up, Samantha, you fucked that shit up. That man had a Starbucks in his backyard. You was waking up to Starbucks every single fucking goddamn day. You didn't have to go out to like fucking, you know, Starbucks and get you some Starbucks. You had one in your backyard. You know what I'm saying? But you get treated very well by women when you have money. Yeah, you do. Ain't no disrespecting. Ain't no fucking calling you broken, dusty. You know, they call men who look. Women got a special name for motherfuckers, bro. They got a special name for motherfuckers who haven't accomplished anything in life, who hasn't got the bag, who's still working as a post office guy or a truck driver. You know what I'm saying? These jobs are fucking like just blue collar work, and you're not gonna be respected in these fields, man. Blue collar work is not respected amongst women, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying I don't understand why why Savvy Guy is going in after being an engineer on cars and stuff. Cause that's like blue collar work. That's physical shit, bro. Hey, this nigga need money and status, real money though. You know what I'm saying? He going after the wrong career, bro. You know, now he might be able to get his looks level, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna get no top shit, man, being an engineer on cars and stuff. Now if you a software engineer in computers, you know, now that's different, you know what I'm saying? That's white collar work. He need to be focused on white collar work. Fuck all that blue collar shit, bro. That shit is for the birds, bro. Now don't get me wrong, blue collar work, respect it. Okay, yeah. It takes blue collar work to make the world go around. We can't function as a society if we don't have blue collars. You know what I'm saying? You can't function in society if you don't have blue collar work. But it's not respected amongst the top females, bro. You feel what I'm saying? No, real money, nigga. Acting, doctor, lawyer, athlete, nigga. A superstar athlete. You know what I'm saying? Pulling in the millions, bro. A comfortable lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I was reading about what Mayweather was spending on his woman the other day. He's spending $70,000 in a motherfucking shopping spree with his woman. Walked out and that motherfucker $70,000 less in his pocket. You know, he taking her out on lavish lobster steak and shrimp dinners. You know what I'm saying? She getting pampered, bro. Now, if Mayweather wasn't disciplined and he didn't get to the bag, Mayweather he wouldn't be an incel, but you know, because he not below average looking, but he would be struggling in today's dating market, bro. See, the disciplined men get what they want, bro. You know what I'm saying? UPS drivers make bank, man. They can't make that much money. They ain't making more money than doctors and lawyers, man. Yeah, or movie stars. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about real money. I ain't talking about just a few $100,000 a year or 300,000. I ain't talking about that type of money, bro. You can't pull it. You can't pull a top Stacy with that type of money. Being a UPS driver, they ain't gonna respect you, bro. That's not real money. I know, probably to you, but not to a top tier female. Like, why you a UPS driver? They will laugh at you, bro. He'd be like, where the real money at? You're not a Chad or a Tyrone. You can't get away with being a UPS driver. Only Chads and Tyrone can get away with that. They can get away with anything, man. A Chad can get away with working at McDonald's, Burger King. He can get away with being a trash man. He can get away with being a cabinet maker. What's up with it? What's up with it, Captain? You see what I'm saying? 145K is not a lot of money, especially here in California, bro. That's like poverty wages. 145K, bro. Look, the minimum salary out here in California that you have to fucking make to survive is 250K. That's base pay, bro. That's starters. We ain't talking about the motherfuckers who's making 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 a year. 140, maybe you might live in a different state. That's different. But out here in California, man, that is chicken scratch. You feel me? That shit is shit. No, I'm talking about real money. I'm talking about in the millions. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about movie money, Hollywood money. Maybe a doctor or a lawyer. The top doctors, they make from 500,000 to 700,000 a year, man, the top doctors. You could pull in a dime piece with just making $500,000 a year, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And these women, they know they dime pieces and they know they can get these type of men. I saw it on, a Fresh and Fit? They had a woman that was an 8 on there. And they asked her, they said, how much does a man have to make to date you? She said, $1 million a year. $1 million, you have to be making $1 million to date her, bro. And she, and you know what? They shut up because they know she was a bad bitch. So there's no arguing with that. She could demand it. She's an 8 in looks. You feel what I'm saying? And she can get that. You know what I'm saying? So men get more respect when we accomplish things, bro. If you're broke, you're dusty, you ain't got nothing going for yourself, you're not gonna get respected. This one female, I didn't really like the way she looked. She was on Pop the Balloon. She wasn't my cup of tea. She had a bad outfit on. Well, I ain't talking about like the bad, I'm talking about horrible. I'm talking about she was looking a hot mess on that Pop the Balloon show. And she got up there and dudes was popping their balloons. And then I guess she was really salty about the balloon popping. And then for some reason she came out of nowhere and said, yeah, I don't like a man who don't have any accomplishments. He has reached a certain age. He doesn't have any accomplishments. He's still at the same spot he was in when he was in his 20s and shit like that. And you know, I want a man that's accomplished, who got things. You know what I'm saying? And she was right about that, so we can enjoy the fruits of our labor. That's what she was saying, you know what I mean? So it's like, in today's society, men still have to accomplish things, bro. That's just the way it is. Non-accomplishment men gets disrespected. The dusty words, bro. They didn't come up with that word for no apparent reason. They experience a lot of broke dudes. And I done heard women say, girl, I'm living here in Atlanta and the men are broke. The men are broke. The men are broke. And I was like, God damn, they really don't like broke men, bro. They don't. That's why I'm not dating. I'm not going out and dated until I get the bag, man. And then, I got the bag, I got leverage, and I got respect. Because this guy went out, and he went out and got that bag. You know? Yeah, see what I'm saying? Got that bag. You feel me? No coochie worth $1 million a year? Oh, man. Woo. Shoot. Talk to the celebrities, bro. Because they doing it. They getting with these women. They making well over $1 million a year. And they getting with these women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Women love to be pampered. That's why they like the bag. Because the bag, it allows them to be pampered and relax. No stress. Less stress. You feel what I'm saying? You know, an easier life. Living in luxury. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you might say that now, Scott, saying that no coochie is worth $1 million, but wait till you have accomplishments. You're gonna be dating them type of women, bro. And your mindset gonna change. And once you get I mean, you probably haven't had no sex with a 8, 9, or 10, and I haven't either. But I can imagine, once you get a taste of them 8, 9s, and 10s, you ain't gonna want nothing else. Look how sprung Tyrese is, man. He talked bad about the females, talking about, well, you know what, bro? I'm getting tired of getting used for my money, man. These fake ass people around me, man, fake love, and all that other stuff, man. It's a transactional relationship, man. It wasn't real. Samantha, she used me, man. It was only a transactional relationship, bro. But then, what did he do? Went back and started dating another top-tier female. Her name is Sally. Come on, bro. Like you really gonna go back to a sub-5 female? No. Ain't no man with money gonna be dating a sub-5 female or even an average woman, bro. You work too goddamn hard, bro. Still under the weather. I'm just saying, bro. It's the thing. The thing is like your brain is so focused that you don't even think about sex like that, man. Like me, I just rub one out, man, and I get back to my shit, bro. I'm not even really interested in having sex. If it comes to me, it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like that female who approached me over there when I was flying a sign. She was talking about a hotel and shit. I'm like, okay, bring it. you want me? Rent the hotel. We can do it. Shit. And I seen her a couple of times down there a little bit more, but next time I see her, she didn't say nothing about the hotel. But it's just like that respect is there because, I do work out. My body looks like I work out. I keep in shape. You feel me? So even I might be broke, I might be dusty, I might be homeless, but I'm in shape. So females can respect that because, oh, this guy, he wakes up, goes to go do push-ups, sit-ups, and squats, capoeira. So there's some type of respect, even though I might not have any money, but the guy got a nice body. So you get respected in that way. You see what I'm saying? But if you're fat, broke, dusty, like you on heed and secede shit, man, you ain't gonna get no respect, bro. Especially being fat. Remember, bro, I got disrespected so hard when I was a fat blob, bro. You feel me? Eat everything from the back. There's some women out there that ain't really been touched, man. Believe it, man. They're hard to find, but you get some of them top tier females, they don't really have a high body count like that, like the females who are average looking. But like I said, what was I saying? Shit. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, if you on some heat and succeed shit, well, you just a couch potato, bro, and you ain't doing nothing with your life, you ain't gonna get no respect, bro. You're not. But if you got the bag, bro, you get respect. Why? Because they knew you went through hell to get that. They knew you had to be patient to get that. You know what I'm saying? They knew you had to. They knew you had to sacrifice everything that you had. They knew you had to struggle with all your might to get that. You know what I'm saying? They knew it. They knew it. So he gets more respect that way, bro. Broke men get disrespected. Broke and fat men get disrespected so hard. Not only that, so if you reach a certain age and you ain't got no accomplishments, bro, they look at that too. They're like, what, you 45 and you still ain't got nothing? What have you been doing your whole entire life? Just chilling? Sitting on the couch eating Doritos all fucking goddamn life? Bro, that's not a motherfucker to be respected though. A motherfucker like he and Succeed, bro, he's not to be respected. He let 8 years go by and didn't do a damn thing. So he want people to feel sorry for him, bro. He out here, getting drunk in public, getting pulled over by cops, talking about shoot my monkey ass, that's some weak ass shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like he trying to take the easy way out, which is death. He like, that's some coward shit, bro. Like, nah, stand here and fight these motherfuckers, bro. Compete with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing around. You playing around too much. Hey, did you eat that rock star from the back? I couldn't, man. the can is too hard. Ain't nobody gonna respect the motherfucker who don't exercise, bruh, and don't want to get out there and make more money. That's not respectful, bro. That's like you don't have any goals or nothing. You see, Kelcat got goals right now. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go fly a sign, and I'm gonna go turn my numbers in because I got a goal. I got something that I'm reaching for. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not out here just wasting my fucking life away, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not out here, out here just doing nothing for the last 5 years of my life. I've been hustling, bro. All right, I won one jackpot. I'm gonna win another one. I swear I am. Eventually, down the stretch, I will. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm a go-getter, bro. I get shit done. Like, spend days doing nothing, bro. That's like date market suicide, bro. You're doing it to yourself by not doing nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And then you go out in the public and act a fool. I'm gonna ask you straight up, Heat and Succeed, bro. What did you do for the last like 8 years, bro? I've been knowing of your channel. What have you been doing? You've been doing nothing at home, really? Like, you've been just playing video games, putting on all kinds of weight. You know what I'm saying? Not exercising. Still big as a house. Don't want to make any changes. I had this one guy say, I think it was I think I was half asleep or something, and I was listening to some of these pitiful black pill videos because I wanted to see what these motherfuckers talking about, and I kind of want to go to the table and break down some of the shit that they saying, and then bring it to you guys and say, look, this is the reason why this guy is unhappy. Look at this mindset. So in order for me to like get to know what's going on with these black pill motherfuckers and how their mindset is, I gotta listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of hard to listen to, but I want to break it down. I want to dissect it. You know what I'm saying? So, this is the problem right here. You feel what I'm saying? But he was saying that I think it was what's his name, man? I think it was short bald guy. Said he didn't want to change for something. He didn't want to do something. I forgot. I don't know what it was, but these guys refuse to change. That's their problem. It's like they want to change the bad habits. They don't think like changing is worth getting women. Like they don't want to say, they don't want to like, oh, okay, I need to lose weight. Maybe I could get a woman. Now I don't think losing weight is worth getting a woman, bro. I'm sorry. That's how they think, bro. I'm like, God damn, you see why you in your situation right now? I don't think going to school and becoming a high-paid doctor or lawyer is worth getting a woman. It's like, I don't see going to Hollywood and becoming a big actor. I don't think that's worth getting a woman. But then they get on the YouTube, black pill channels, and start talking about suicide and how nobody wants them and shit like that, you know. And I'm like, you just told yourself that, going to and better yourself is not, it's not good for a woman. Like I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth going out there and hustling and stuff for a woman. Okay. I can see why you in your situation right now. Look at your mindset. You saying that you're not gonna self-improve for a female. Well, you're gonna keep on getting called broken dusty for the rest of your life, man. You know what I'm saying? And short ball guy, I'm sorry, bro. The gym ain't gonna help you, bro, because you short. It's not gonna make you taller. You know what's gonna help you, bro? Surgery. Leg lifting surgery. He was like, I don't wanna do that, bro. I don't think that's worth getting a woman. Oh, okay. You see? I don't feel sorry for you, bro, because you don't want to change. And keep staying in that fucking black pill mode, bro. You're going to stay in that situation for the next 10 years. You're going to be wishing you would have got that leg surgery. Because he can get 4 inches, man. You know what I'm saying? All you going to do is save the money up. He talking about he financially good. You should have like $75,000 put away then, bro. And then he made a video and said he'll never do leg lengthening surgery. I said, look at this motherfucker, bro. You see? It's the reason why this nigga gonna be here for the rest of his life. He don't want to make changes. You know what I'm saying? He don't think it's worth getting a woman. Man, if you got to be 5'8", bro, you'll be getting the shorty pantses. And if you got your bread right, bro, you'll be getting women who are fucking dime pieces. As simple as that. But niggas don't want to change, and they're gonna stay in that same mode, bro. They too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You too comfortable in that situation that you're in. And you don't want to change because you feel like change is not, it's like because you don't want to change and you're lazy, man. That's why the black pillars get a reputation of being lazy. I done heard this time and time again, bro, from all men, the red pillars and the motherfuckers who are out here hustling. They'll say straight up, if you are struggling in the dating market for years at a time and you ain't got no goals, if you ain't trying to get the bag, you lazy. The reason why we say that because going after the bag requires a lot of effort, a lot of hard work and discipline. And a lot of motherfuckers don't have that. So straight up gonna say lazy. When I was younger, I used to watch guys in Capoeira and they never put like extra effort into their game and Capoeira and shit. So they stayed at that level for like years and never came up because they were lazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to go to another holder after the classroom. They were done. It was like, okay, I'm done. I did about 10, 15 push-ups. I'm good. Don't want to put any extra into the Capoeira game. No, I'm good. But the motherfuckers like me and several other people, we would train after the class. We would do a holder, after the holder. You know what I'm saying? So we kept training, and while the other motherfuckers who were lazy, they stayed at that level for like years. And then maybe after a while, they put a little bit of effort, and they'll get another belt or something like that. But it happened to me, man. I was blue cord for 3 years. That was too long to be a blue cord, man. But because I was lazy, bro, I didn't put no extra work into my game, bro. The moment I went to Brazil and trained like a motherfucking wild beast, that's when I came back and got my cord, man. I came back and got my green cord with honor, bro. Because I went down to Brazil and I trained with the best, man. You know what I'm saying? I was out there training, man. I wasn't like lazy to do push-ups and stuff, like and sit-ups and squats and pull-ups. I was at the beach doing pull-ups almost every single day. So you ain't gonna get nowhere being lazy and dusty, bro. Like, and not going for anything, bro. You're just gonna get disrespected by women, and you ain't gonna be able to pass on your genetics with ease. You feel what I'm saying? They're not gonna respect the motherfucker. Now the thing is, like, look, I'm not taking women's side and shit like that. I'm just telling you how they think, bro. And this is the reality of it. Some motherfuckers, they live in a delusional mindset and they think that they better than women and they don't have to bow down to what women say. But I'm like, bro, if you're in a position where like you can't bargain or you can't argue, you know what I'm saying? You're in a position where you have to like choose low quality women, and the women who of higher quality, they're not letting you in that gate. You can't argue and be like, yeah, I'm still better than you. And they be like, you ain't getting in this gate. You know, you're not getting up in here until you come up with that bag, because you are inferior to our looks. It's the way cookie crumbles, man. Go ask that guy who been single for 27 years. And probably in his mind, he think he better than women. Man. They got a arrogant attitude for no apparent reason. You just arrogant for no reason. You feel what I'm saying? You know. He just scrawny and short. Yeah. Short bald guy. He's scrawny and short. So he got to get his money on point. I ain't talking about just being stable. I'm talking about a nigga got pulled into millions, bro. Hollywood. The top doctors and lawyers, you need to be working on that. That's a lot of work. Well, nigga, you ain't gonna get no respect. Because men with the bag get respect, bro. Like if I come back with the bag a couple of months later and they know I got the bag in that Starbucks, all of a sudden I'm a celebrity. I'm getting said hi to by women that wouldn't even say hi to me, that acted like I didn't exist. You feel what I'm saying? And then it be my time to reject them. You feel me? And short bald guy, he's doomed, bro. He's talking about he got one date. I'm like, bro, good luck. He probably won't say nothing about that no more, because I know the female gonna ghost him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He probably won't even be able to get to hit it, bro. She gonna sniff him out. She gonna give him an interview. It's gonna be like a job interview, bro. You feel me? It's gonna be like a job interview, bro. Like, man, you out here tripping, bro. Talking about you got a date, bruh. And then he get on here talking about, don't be looking at no black pill stuff. Man, what the hell's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, that's not gonna help you, man. Going to the gym is not gonna help you. You're still short, bro. Leg lifting and surgery will help you. And then some gym on top of that. That would help you. And then you gotta get a jaw. You gotta get jaw surgery, man, because your jaw is your jaw. I got a better jaw than you, bro. No, I got a better jaw than him. You know what I'm saying? So he needs high surgery and jaw surgery. He got a lot of inferior genetics going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, his genetics are inferior to all the men out here. So, yeah, he gonna be struggling trying to get women and stuff. Until then, he's not gonna get respected, bro. Kevin Hart is respected, man, because he got out there and he did something about his situation. Now, if Kevin Hart would have sat back and not did anything throughout his whole entire life, he wouldn't be where he at right now. Every day, chasing the bag. This don't stop. It don't stop until the casket drops, like I said, man. You feel me? What you thought this was? Just chase the bag for only a week and then quit? Look, he already about to quit the gym. He been in the gym for only a week. I'm like, nigga, I've been doing the gym since I was like 15, bro. 30 years I've been out here working out. Now, I stopped a couple of times myself. And women will punish that ass if you chunk up, nigga. Let me put on 30 pounds and walk back up in there to some of the females that give me smiles. They'll stop smiling, bro. They'll be like, look at this fat motherfucker. He done put on all kinds of pounds. We ain't liking him no more. We ain't fucking with him. Happened to me a while back. I remember this Indian chick that liked me right over here. Now she's kind of chunky herself, but you know, women like to date up, right? You know, like before the pandemic, I was in shape, and I was on the enhancements and shit, right? And I was doing DoorDash stick and shit, you know, coming around orders from the restaurant. I was in shape, jawline, everything, right? And then for some reason, the pandemic came, and then the gym started closing. So I whatever I worked on, it just went to shit, man. I started eating a bunch of ice cream, and I started eating like I was in depression mode, man. And I put on weight. You know what, bro? She basically stopped talking to me after I put on like 20 pounds, bro. And I literally put on 20 pounds during the lockdowns. And she hinted to me. She was like, hey, you need to be going back to working out or something, or you know, she was throwing hints and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? You know, she was throwing hints at my way, like, you need to get back to working out. You know what I'm saying? You was looking better than before. What happened to you? The same thing. There was a female over here, bro, that worked at this gas station over here. She was thicker than a Snicker. You know, years later, she done put on like at least 20 pounds, man, and fat is everywhere, all over her body, man. I don't even like her no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, nah, she done got fat. You see, it's like, you know, get no respect when you lose your discipline, man. You feel what I'm saying? Undisciplined guys who can't afford to be undisciplined, they get disrespected, bro. Like I said, let me put on 5 pounds and go ahead and fly a sign. You think I'll be making this much money? Huh? Sometimes I make money just on base because of my body. It's like a fucking stripper and shit. You hear what I'm saying? Females giving me, you know, $20 bills and shit sometimes, man. They see me out there shredded, flying a sign, muscles, chest. Just got done doing 300 push-ups. You know, there's some type of respect, bro, for your discipline, bro. But a nigga like a Heat and Succeed or any fat nigga out here, man, that's sitting on the couch, ain't doing nothing with his life, not even exercising, not doing nothing, bro. You looking for a gloom and doom life, bro. You looking for a gloom and doom life. That's what you're doing. See, at least if you're broke, your body's in shape, man, they can respect you for that. Like, I was broke when I was dating a fat chick. She didn't care that I didn't have any money, bro. I looked good to her. You know what I'm saying? Six-pack abs, on all kinds of steroids, okay? I was on steroids. This is at the beginning of the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I used to put the steroids in my arm, bro, and I used to fucking, and my butt cheek. And I used to get out there and work out, man, and be at lean like a motherfucker. Low percentage body fat. Sons of bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She didn't care that I had any money, man. It was just like, the nigga lean, he got a six-pack. I want to give him a blowjob. You know what I'm saying? I want to lick his balls. I want to suck his dick. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't doing nothing with your life, bro, don't like expect any respect from females. I feel it. Some guys ain't got the genetic like lottery. You know, they're not even average. They're like below average looking. They get laughed at. They get teased by females. They get treated badly by females. You know, and I can see where the hate come from for females. You know, like this one guy, he's a youngster. He thought he could fool me. He's talking about, I don't hate females, man. Nah, man, you make videos based on females all the time in the dating world, bro. And you kind of look like a horse, and you're sub 5. You like a 4 in looks. So women are not gonna treat you very well, bro. So I know you don't. I know you don't like women. I mean, I'm talking about gay stuff, man. But I'm talking about you don't like the way women treat you. You feel what I'm saying? When you sub 5. That's why the only way out is through money, man. A lot of cats get that, man. And a lot of cats don't. Like Heaton Succeed, Short Ball Guy, these guys don't get it. They lost. They don't know what to do. You know, they're like in the middle of the jungle and don't know how to survive. I'm like, bro, you gotta survive. You gotta build a house, nigga. Go fishing. Go camping. Build a fire. Survive, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and starve, bro. You know what I'm saying? You in the middle of the jungle, or you in the middle of a blizzard, or ice storm. I seen cats survive out there in the middle of an ice storm, or in the middle of in the middle of a blizzard. And what they do? They build a fire. They bring rations with them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they can cook meals. They bring stuff like chicken and fish, and they grill it by the fire. You know what I'm saying? They know how to survive because they took time out to read books and learn how to survive in the wilderness, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, bringing pots and pans with them and shit like that, man, to cook their food in. And they sit there, they build a fire without any like tent sometimes. Sometimes they got a tent, sometimes they don't. And that's how they get their heat to the fire. And then they'll wake up in the middle of the night, because the cold will wake them up when the fire done went down. And they're running out of wood. They go chop some more wood down and bring it back to the fire and sleep some more. You know what I'm saying? It's all about survival, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you drop an average motherfucker in a blizzard like that, in the middle of nowhere, he would die, man, because he don't know what to do. That's how a lot of these black pillars are, bro. They like, what I'm gonna do? I'm like, bro, enter a field and excel at it. Don't get fucking lazy, bro. That's what's wrong with a lot of niggas, man. It's the laziness, bro. Talk to him to see, like, bro, you think about starting school or something? And he'll be like, no. I'm like, why? Why not? You're in a bad situation right now, buddy. All you can do is build yourself up from the ground up at this point, bro, and look to the future, man. Oh no, man. I'm just gonna sit on the couch and I'm gonna eat a bunch of cookies and soda and chips and play some Call of Duty with my friends, bro. Yeah, bro. That's gonna fix every single problem I got right now, bro. And before you know it, 5 years went by. 5 years went by, and he didn't succeed to shot up a school, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't out here hustling, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Don't know what to do, man. You feel what I'm saying? Don't know what to do. No, I'll tell you what to do. Get your money up. Stop playing around. Start chasing jackpots. Start chasing careers. Start chasing, acting careers. Just enroll. Step up in school. Shit, nigga. It's like I'm here to sign up for school, and enter a college. He's 34 years old, bro. Yeah, and school's not for everybody, and school's not for me. I think jackpots is for me. Hit multiple jackpots. You don't want to do that? Do something else then, bro. You don't want to do school? Go to Hollywood. You got that big bass voice that you can use in Hollywood. He ain't thinking like that. You feel what I'm saying? He got Short Ball Guy. He's finished if he don't get the money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like another 10 years, bro, you'll be here on YouTube talking about, yeah, man, I got ghosted real hard, bro. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't feel like I want to live anymore, man. I don't want to live. I don't want to live anymore. I don't have no purpose. I'm like, man, that sounds like some pussy shit, man. Stop acting like a little girl, bro. I see a lot of crying and stuff on these black pillars, bro. a bunch of crybabies that I don't know who raised you, man, but all the crying ain't gonna work, bro. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with it? You know, all the crying ain't gonna work. What's up with it? Who? Not Matt? Oh, who oh, dude, that let you smoke that weed the other night?
Yeah, no.
You mean you mean Jay?
I said, say, no, she's not. I'm looking at her going to the
Oh no. Oh, Matt on the bike. He's around somewhere. I didn't see him today. Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. Okay. But I'm on the phone right now, man. All right. You know, but you can't act like a woman when in the midst of the danger, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You're like, man, if I bring heat and succeed with me, bro, and we went on like a conquest, bro, he'll be complaining the whole entire way, and I'll be the one telling him to shut up, be quiet, stop acting like a little girl. The motherfucker we'll be sleeping in the woods, and he'll see a mouse, he'll jump up and jump into a tree and shit. I'm like, nigga, it's just a fucking mouse. Calm your scary ass down. He'll be that type of dude, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't see you. I didn't see you writing all this, Scott. What's the deal with Savvy Guy? Why he think his dating life is over? Because he doesn't. It never begun, bro. He don't understand his reality. Like, some guys are in a delusional mindset. They think that if I keep chasing women, I'm gonna keep on getting the one. No, that's not gonna happen. Even when I turned 30, I realized that I wasn't gonna get the one, which is a Stacy or whatever, right? And the reality starts kicking in after a while, man, and you start realizing that you need money to attract these type of women. He putting all his energy into the wrong type of field, man. He gonna need more money than that, man. He gonna need status too, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm glad Savvy Guy is doing something about the situation. But it ain't gonna do much of a difference, man. Like, you're gonna be like, damn, I put all my energy into that school and I'm still out here struggling and dating. I done had motherfuckers say they had their shit together and they were still struggling. I picked up niggas in Uber and Lyft, and they was talking about, yeah, I got my shit together, and I'm still getting ghosted. I was like, what do you do? I'm an accountant. I'm a nurse. You know, not the top doctor, but the nurse. You know, and like, how much money you making though? Shit, man, it depends on how much you making, bro. You making only 100,000 or 150 grand. That's not gonna do much. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you need to go for the real money, bro. You gotta go for the millions. That's what's gonna get you the respect, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to be respected amongst women, bro. You don't want to be looked at as a bum or a scrub or a loser. You don't want to be looked at in that light, bro. And then what happens is, when some guys, they got so much hatred for women that they're not gonna respect their opinions, or they're not gonna respect that they're not gonna respect the fact that they have control over sex. You know, they are the gatekeepers of sex. You gotta obey their laws, bro. Women got the power to say no to your ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? And to close their legs from you, and you'll never get any coochie. You know what I'm saying? But you come up through with accomplishments, you come to the gate, you feel me? You come to the gate with a bunch of accomplishments, they're gonna be like, oh, let this motherfucker in right this way. You're gonna walk in, there's gonna be all kinds of fine hoes, you know, it's gonna be parties and stuff, and they're gonna be lavishing you with drinks and stuff, telling you to come over and sit by them. It's just a whole new world when you got the bag, bro, with women. You feel me? It's a whole new world with women when you have money. It's like a club you've been locked out of for like years and shit. And you finally go up in there, bro. You see all the fine bitches and shit, and they're all giving you play. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? They giving you play. You get to have some sex with them. You get to go out on dates with them. It's a whole new world when you have money, bro. You get respected like a motherfucker, bro. You feel me? You know. Yeah, tall and sub 5 ain't gonna make no difference, man. Facing LMS will tell you that, man. Facing LMS was tall, but he looked like Jay-Z, bro. So nah, he ain't gonna. That's not gonna fly. Tall and sub 5, no. You know what I'm saying? Being tall, sub 5, no. Tall with money, sub 5, yes. They'll overlook your hideous face, man, if you got enough money, man. That's why guys go out and become rich, nigga. Fuck a career, bro. Rich. If you do go to career, get the lawyer one and the high-paid doctors, the surgeons, the ones who do plastic surgery and shit. The motherfuckers who do boob jobs and BBLs, you know, do that, man. That's the reason why the men enter that field anyway. They want to get the women. They want to get the women at the end of the rainbow. You feel what I'm saying? There's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They want that. You know? Being humble, guys, you know what I'm saying? Stop all that ego shit, bro. And you in a bad position with women, and yet you like, fuck those hoes, man. I don't have to do as they say. Fuck them. Just all grumpy for no reason. Like, nope, I'm humble. You know, it's the reason why martial artists, they bow their heads before they fight. You feel what I'm saying? And before they enter a tournament, or before they go to the next round, or, you know what I'm saying, they bow their heads, man. Respect, man. Humbleness. Humble, man. Humble. Niggas gotta learn how to be humble, bro. That's the key. A lot of guys, these black pillars, man, they ain't humble, bro. Listen to the way they talk. Listen to the way Elliot Rodger talked before he started shooting up the place. He thought he was God's gift to women, and they should come through and bow down to him, you know what I'm saying, without him even trying. Even though his family had money, which I don't get it. I don't get the reason why he went out the way he did. The nigga had money, man. He came from a rich family. But he felt like that they should come and bow to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna never happen before you die. I mean, bruh, you would die before that even happened. Women hold all the power when it comes to sex, bro. They're the gatekeepers. Respect that shit, bro. Respect it. And then once you start respecting it, and then you'll start seeing like, oh, okay, I'm starting to achieve things in life. You know, I'm getting somewhere. Me, I respect women's authority at the gate, bro. Being with the key to the gate. You know, the gatekeepers to success. I respect that. What I do is I bow my head. You know, bow like I'm doing karate or something. I say, okay, I'll be back. You feel me? I'll be like, okay, I'll be back. A couple of years later, guess what I got? I got the bag. Oh, come on, right in. Come on in. Come on in. You got the bag? Show me. I'm like, bitch, look at these shoes, huh? Look at that car back there. That's a $100,000 car. Come in. That's a $200,000 car. Come in. That's a Lambo right there. 400 grand. Come in. I respected it, man. I know who got the power when it comes to sex, bro. So I respect that. They got the power, I don't. Now, can I go find sex myself? Yeah, it'll be with sub 5 stalker or some other sub 5 female. You know what I'm saying? I won't in. So what I do is I spend years building myself, and I come back to the gate with accomplishments, bro. And I won't come back until I got my accomplishment on. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and Sims don't even know why they're getting ghosted. Cause they don't know women what women want, bro. You know what I'm saying? They running around with like chickens with their head cut off, not knowing what to do, confused. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that you have to be humble. Meaning you gotta be willing to learn and know who got the power when it comes to sex. Women do. Women got the power when it comes to sex. We can't have sex without a female, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know, once you get the bag, then you could be egotistical and shit, and then you could talk crazy to him. Other than that, bro, you a powerless dude if you ain't got no money, bro. You gotta be a Chad or a Tyrone or something, cause you ain't gonna get no coochie being broke, man. And if you do get some coochie from her, you ain't gonna keep her for very long. That's why I say, short ball guy talking about he going on a date, man. That woman gonna ghost him, bro. He got one option, she has many. Oh, okay. Nah, it's not gonna work. You know, you know that, man. When you're broke and you're average looking, or even worse, below average, you know that women got you in a bad spot, right? Where you got one or two options, she has many. So that's not a good spot to be in. When I come to the table, I want to have hundreds of options at least. And man, she might have thousands of options, but at least I got hundreds of options. So I still got options. I don't have to take her shit. I don't have to open doors. You know, I don't have to teleport over to a fucking car and open up a door for her ass. She get in by herself. And she got a problem with it, I fucking replace her like a spare tire, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, get your own door. Shit. I'm the prize around this motherfucker. You get my door. Then you can talk crazy. But right now, when you trying to get the bag, you gotta stay humble. You feel me? All right. Let's work out. I'm done with talking. It's been an hour already. An hour and 17 minutes. You know, the savvy guy just have an identity problem. No. I don't think he's lazy because he is in like engineering school and shit like that, man. It's the fact that he doesn't know what to do and he don't really know, you know, what position he's really in. Blue collar work ain't gonna save his ass, bro. He need to be focused on other things that makes way more money than that, man. You feel what I'm saying? He's going in the wrong profession, man. That's not gonna help him. Short ball guy, you're aiming blindly, bro. You're shooting blanks. You're shooting everywhere. You're shooting everywhere but the target. You're working out. That's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? No, leg surgery, bag money. Get the bag and get leg surgery. That's accurate right there. Going to the gym, you shooting off, man. And no homo. You shooting crooked, bro. You know, you're not aiming toward the target. The key is to get the bag and keep the bag coming in. That's it. Stay rich your whole entire life. Man, if Webster could get a broad and he's shorter than you with the bag, then definitely you can get a bag and get the broad. What's that one guy that was on AMS channel? That short 4'5" guy. You feel what I'm saying? Like he got a nice 7 living with him because his money is on point. What he say? I like to go inside stores and lavish myself. I buy me a nice watch, you know what I'm saying, bling out a little bit, you know, because I can do that, you know. He ain't gonna suffer in the dating market, man. Now, is it an authentic relationship? Who cares? He's not by himself jacking off the porn every single day, playing video games, eating cheese puffs on the couch every single goddamn day, bro. Eating sandwiches and shit, putting on all kinds of pounds, coping. Coping ain't gonna do nothing, bro. That's just medicating stuff. You're, you're not actually um, you're not actually healing. You know, you're just medicating it, bro. You know, it's not coming to a heal. You know, you're just covering up. You're not sewing it up so it can heal. You know, a gunshot wound, you're gonna need more than just a band-aid, bro. That's what he's trying to do. You know, what's his name? Savvy guy and short ball guy. They just putting band-aids on their situation. They're not really, you know, putting some peroxide and applying pressure, and then, you know, going to the doctor, getting the bullet removed and get it sewed up. You know what I'm saying? So it can heal. You know, they're not doing that. They're trying to put a band-aid on things, which is an easy fix, right? You get cut, you get a band-aid. Nah. In this situation, you know, this is a gunshot wound, bro. This is a gunshot wound, bro. It's more serious than that, bro. you know, it's more serious than just a fucking like a cut or a scrape. Man, right now you suffering from a gunshot wound. You know, you're gonna have to go to the doctor and get surgery and get that shit sewed up, man. Cause a band-aid ain't gonna cut it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know. You cut it. But anyway, man, you guys have a good day, man. I gotta work out a little bit because I haven't worked out in a couple of days. It's time for me to get my workout on. You guys have a good day, man. I'm out, man. Peace.